Another house rule is please pay attention and listen to the discussion because this will only be for less than an hour. Okay, an hour at the most because we have fun activities. Okay, and speaking of fun, the last house rule is for everybody to have fun. Yes, for our discussion or during our discussion. All right, let me just admit. Okay, first challenge. I would like a volunteer to win a pair of socks. Yes. From Shearwater Health, designed by Shearwater Health, patented all over the world. Okay, I will choose cutie. A cutie among you guys. Oh, shy type. Hey, so sir, ano name mo? Andre. Okay, hello Andre, please show your face to everyone. Okay, so our first Mr. Cutie Pie is Andre. Okay, Andre, please go here. Please follow me. You have a special throne over there. Okay, so you will now be seated here. You will be my co-facilitator. Yes. And your prize is a pair of socks. Shearwater Health branded. Okay, and your task is... Alright. Alright. So let's start our session with a game. I need 2 volunteers. If there is no volunteer, I will choose again. Sino mahabi? Uy, sino dalawa? Okay, Joseph and AJ, okay? Please stand up. They will be our participants for our game this afternoon. Joseph and AJ. Okay. So the game for this afternoon, the first game is for you to translate from Tagalog to English. Because this is a communication lecture. Okay. But it's not a simple translation game. Okay, there has to be emotions. Again, also documented. Dito kayo sa ating camera. Also documented here at Shearwater Health. All right, so Joseph and AJ. Okay, so I will be stating the Tagalog sentence and then you will translate right away. Okay, Joseph is nurse 1 and AJ is nurse 2. Next. Okay, a day in the life of 2 nurses. Okay, first sentence. Ano nangyari sa pasyente?
What happened to the patient?
Okay. Nurse 2. Kakain na naman sa pagkain.
The patient ate spoiled food.
Nurse 1 again. Bakit may... Sila ba? Sila! Talaga?
Go!
Kayo? Kayo ba? Akala ko in a relationship ko silang dalawa pa sila na nag-raise ng kanina. Sweet. Akala ko silang dalawa. Ano na naging... Ganon.
Sino yun?
Sila! Oo, naging... Baka magka-develop yung nurse 1 and nurse 2. Okay. Nagdudumi at nagsusuka ba siya?
Is she pooping and vomiting?
Moving talaga. Okay. Next. Kahapon pa siya huling sumuka.
The last time he vomited was yesterday.
Very good, galing. Pakita mo naman namin yung fezzing.
Okay. Next. Last one. Mabuti naman.
That's good.
Okay. Thank you very much, Joseph and AJ. Good luck in your relationship as friends. Okay, thank you. Okay, so that's just one game. And again, our topic is about effective communication. So do you think it is important? Since you're nurses and nag-aaral lang naman kayo ng mga terminologies, you're not mass comm students, so do you think it's important for you to learn about effective communication? You think so? Bakit? Hindi naman kayo mass comm, hindi naman kayo org-comm. Ano yung org-comm? Hindi naman kayo, wala namang comm. Diba? Bakit ba importante?
Important po kasi we communicate with each other sa mga kapatid ko.
Yes, you communicate with each other. And sino pa ang kinakausap nyo? Or who do you communicate with other than each other in the hospitals? Who else? Kung mga cute yung mga nila.
Hello, yung mga iba po pinalapitan pa ng nurses is the other medical professionals like doctors, medtechs, and mga pharmacists.
Sige na nga. Okay. So nurses, medtech, other healthcare professionals, and then, so the healthcare people. Who else do you communicate with as nurses? Sino pa? Sino pa from this aisle? Who else do you communicate with? The patients, diba? Number one are the patients. And that is the biggest reason why you need to effectively communicate. Because it's like you're the frontliners of the clinic, right? The frontliners of the clinic or the hospitals. And even the CDO industry, okay, the industry that we are in, okay, it is like a call center, but only in the healthcare industry. So you're the frontliners there, the first point of contact. Okay, next. And at the end of this module, you will be able to understand the value of effective communication and apply methods to achieve it at work and in daily life. So the good news is we are not only going to talk about communication at work, or communication as nurses, but communication with everyone. Your relationships, phone down, your relationships, your co-workers, your classmates. So we are going to touch on those. These are life skills. Parang life skills. Okay. Next.
As an aspiring clinician, you entered medicine with a desire to help and heal. You made an oath to do no harm. However, in the rapid pace of healthcare today, you're faced with increasing demands, large patient loads, staff shortages, electronic health records, new technologies, mergers, and changing organizational structures, safety aims, and more. It's easy to lose sight of your purpose. When it comes to truly serving the needs of patients, you strive to ensure safe practices, to reduce complaints, and to enhance experiences for your patients and their families. Communication is key. Patients report communication and relationships with clinicians as the most important factor.
Okay, so a large part of effective communication is active listening. And let's see if you were able to actively listen to the video. Okay, I would like to ask some words or statements that you can recall from the video. Okay, please raise your hand. Kapag seryoso na ayaw ng makinig. Sige, anything that you can recall from the video. Kahit word lang siya, kahit hindi nyo lang masyadong intindihan, at least may na-recall kayo na word or term. Yes. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Communication is key. Please pass the prize. Okay, and another one. Another key term or learning. Wala na. Sige, ayan. Okay. Nakakadami na si Mr. Pogi. May medyo ka na. Oh, sige. Ay, oo nga, hindi ko pala basta. Poor communication leads to malpractice. At dahil naturo mo siya, hati kayo sa redas. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Communication skills in nursing include nurses' ability to write and speak clearly and confidently. Okay, so it has to be clear. You have to be confident when you are speaking. You have to be sure about what you will tell your patients. And not only to patients, but to the families of the patient, the doctors, and the staff. Communication skills are essential for nurses collaborating on teams and providing efficient medical care. Next slide. Okay, what if there is poor communication? Okay, unlike other industries, just like the fast food industry, customer service industry, financial industry, ang naapektuhan lang is money, right? Lang daw eh. Lang is money, but in the healthcare industry, we affect the life of a person, the life or death of a person. Therefore, accuracy and effective communication are keys to even saving the life of your patient. So it's not only important that it is accurate. Kung tama yung information na binigay ninyo, pero hindi niya na-gets, so wala din. Kunwari sabi mo, 2 milligram ng ganitong gamot, tapos ang pagkarinig niya or pagkabasa niya is 20 milligrams, hindi namatay. Correct? So, you have to know if the person actually can understand what you said. Okay, so yes, so misdiagnosis and other medical mistakes can easily lead to avoidable health complications and death of your patients. Next slide. Therefore, or that's why we are going to equip you with the different skills. Okay, so most of the time, we just undermine these skills. Pag feeling nyo magaling kayo magsalita, okay na. Diba? Communication is composed of different skills. First skill is written communication. Here at Shearwater Health, we provide writing essentials for professionals. That is a concentrated 3-day program wherein we make sure that you know grammar, okay? You know how to write a sentence, you know how to write a paragraph, and therefore a letter. A letter that is easy to follow, a letter that is very polite even. Polite and easy to follow, easy to understand. Okay, so that's written communication. Next skill is non-verbal communication. So for example, napansin niyo ba? Nagkakaroon ba kayo ng classes on MS Teams? Yes. Palagay niyo ba? Lahat ng classmate niyo ay gising? Hindi po. I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. Dahil kung dito pa lang ay marami na natutulog, diba? Face-to-face na to. At marami ng mga ibang activities on the side. What more kung nasa MS Teams? At wala pang camera. Hindi pa camera on. Kung ano nang ginagawa niyo siguro. Nanonood ng Meteor Bird. Gusto ba yun? Ako pala yung nanonood ng Meteor Bird. Yes. So, non-verbal communication. When you are talking to the person, or let's say, in the clinical context, you are talking to the patient. Hindi siya nakikita, kunwari nasa phone lang, di ba? Hindi niya naiintindihan, hindi niya nakikita kung nagigets niya yung sinasabi niyo. And pag face-to-face naman, kunwari bangag na yung patient sa kainom ng gamot. Di ba? Mga pain reliever, nakakabangag yan. Tama ba? Nakakabangag siya. Yun. So, minsan, hindi nila naiintindihan. Therefore, you have to reiterate what you are saying. Okay? And you have to catch the non-verbal communication that your patient is saying or communicating. Okay. And one important information that you have to know is that communication is only 7% the content. 7% the content. So, itong mga sinasabi ko ngayon, kung wala tong visual aids natin, ang mare-recall nyo lang, 7% of the time, or 7% of the communication that was given to you is yung information itself. Okay, 7% lang yan. 38% na matatandaan nyo is the tone of the person's voice. Okay, kung masaya ba, kung hindi, kung inaantok, kung busog, at inaantok. So, 38%. And 55% na maaalala nyo are the visuals. Ito, pagdating nyo sa bahay, maalala nyo yung mga bilog na yan. Yan. Maalala nyo rin yung jacket ko. Mga ganon, di ba? Maalala nyo ako. Maalala nyo yung katabi nyo. Okay, so 55% is non-verbal communication. And that's how important it is. Your presence is very important when communicating. Nakapag-break na ba kayo ng text? Through text? Sino naka-experience ng gano'n? May nakipag-break sa kanya na through text. Si ano daw? Sabi ng Marites?
Neo.
Sa daw, may nakipag-break daw sa kanya through text. So, nag-conclude na ako. Okay? So, ano yung naniwala ka ba agad? Ano sabi, sorry, it's not working anymore. Through text, through Facebook Messenger, naniwala ka ba agad? Diba? Hindi ka naniniwala agad. So, before you believe, kailangan makikita nyo muna face-to-face. If you have something very important to say, very important to communicate, it's advisable for you to say it face-to-face. Kaya yung mga, Arabo, ang communication nila lagi, lalo na pag may mga big transactions, is face-to-face. Nakikipag-meet talaga sila. Talaga masakay sila ng aeroplano pag may malaking business deal. Hindi pwede yung mga video lang. Kasi nalalaman na sa non-verbal, ano sumilibur ba to? Ba't mo sinasabi ng tao na to? Okay, so that's the importance of non-verbal communication. Also, so then, when you are communicating, you also have to fix your non-verbals. Besides catching of the non-verbals of the person you are talking to, also, you should mind your own non-verbals. Firstly, when you are a nurse, you're talking to a patient, alam na nag-text ka habang kinakausap mo yung patient. It's very rude. You establish eye contact, okay? Also to show that you are caring or you care for your patient. Okay? Next is presentation skills. Okay? So is it important? Okay, presentation skills. It's very important, especially when you are sharing important information. O kunwari, nag-represent kayo sa doctor about this. Sige nga, when was the last time you presented something in class? Yeah. I will catch on your non-verbals kung sino yung mukhang may nag-present or nag-present na sa class. Lately, and ang hula ko ay siya. That's a non-verbal. About your presentation, last presentation. Tell us all about it. Please stand up. Ay, clap naman kayo. The mayor.
may halong biro kasi yung presentation ko para maging parang effect engaging ng class. Ganun po yung strategy ko minsan. If boring, wala sa kanila
Walang
din.
effect.
Walang effect sa kanila yun. Na ikinapasa namin learning sa
Very good. Very good tip yung Mr. Rayfran. Thank you. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan. Ryan for president. Yes. Alam niyo ba bakit? Actually, it's harder to get the attention of the youth or the people, even the people nowadays. Bakit? Kasi sanay na tayo sa ano yung mga kids. We have a TikTok mind. Okay, every one of us, meron tayong TikTok mind. And what happens when you have a TikTok mind? Ang ikli ng attention span. Diba? Parang, sige, 1 second na, bored na kayo. Change topic na naman. Ibang babae na naman sumasayaw. Diba? Diba? So, TikTok mind na yung generation, not only you guys, kahit kami rin, kahit yung mga 6 years old na may cellphone, ganyan din sila, diba? That yung mind natin, kasi everything is a habit. Okay? Everything is habit forming. Okay? So if you have the habit of just scrolling the feed, diba? And your attention span is very short, gano'n na yung pattern ng brain mo. O, ano ka na naman? ADHD ka na. ADD. Diba? Nakakaloka. So, ang hirap talaga. Ang hirap it's more challenging to communicate nowadays. Diba? O kunwari, may pasyente kayo, tapos nasa cellphone naman siya. Diba? So, ang hirap mag-communicate. Okay, next is patient education. One important factor is for you to know what you will tell the patient and what information you should get from the patient. Okay? And another is compassion. Okay. So sige, nag-aral kayo ng nursing, marami kayong alam tungkol sa mga gamot and everything, mga procedure, diagnosis, right? But, do you agree na you are also parang compassion givers or caregivers? You need to show care. And it's a big part of your job as nurses. Diba? You need to show them that you care for them. Oh, may sakit yung pasyente, may nararamdaman sila. So the first feeling that they have to get when they step in the hospital is care, is compassion. Hindi naman sila doon para mag-report ng isang transaction. Diba? Nandun sila para makaramdam ng kalinga. Okay. So it's important that by nature, you are compassionate. Next, personal connection. Okay? For example, wala tayong personal connection. Kami ni, Andre, Ariel tuloy. Okay, kami ni Andre, ngayon lang kami nagkakilala. Wala na kaming personal connection. Masya-share ko ba sa kanya na may STD ako? Di ba hindi? Yun. And pag yung nurse, mukha pang marites, mukha pang ibichika lang na si ganyan, si John Lloyd, sa kasi siya inamagbayo. May gano'n na nangyari. So, nagkadikit and then hindi na matanggal. Diba? Yung mga ganyan. Diba? Chismis. So, ayaw mabibili ngayon ng patient. Diba? Yung patient, ayaw na niya i-share. Diba? Ayaw na niya i-share yung kanyang ailment. Nalala ko na sa OB-GYN, magpapapap smear. Okay? Alam niyo ba yun? Okay. So, pag nagpa-pap smear ang isang babae, ang first na tinatanong is, ilan na ba ang sexual partner mo? Kung marites yung nurse, di ba? Kung mukhang marites, hindi niya aaminin kung ano ito. Okay. So, yan. There has to be an element of personal connection para you can gain the trust of your patient. Hindi yung trust na galing ng Mercury Drug or Waso or 7-Eleven. Okay, hindi siya mabibili. And hindi mabibili ang trust. Okay? So, ang trust ay tiwala and the patient needs to trust you. Tama ba itong ginagawa ng nurse na to? Nag-care ba yung nurse sa akin? Am I in good hands? So yun ang trust. Next is verbal communication. Okay, so verbal communication, it's also part of our curriculum here in Foundation Skills Training. We also help you speak because you will not only be encountering people from the Philippines. O sabihin natin fluent ka sa Tagalog, but since I know that a lot of you studied nursing because you have dreams of going to the US. Sino gusto pumunta ng US? Sino gusto pumunta? Wala? Sure kayo?
CJ po.
I-refer ko pa naman kayo lahat sa Shearwater Health Nurse NCLEX Academy going to the US to live your American dream. Ayaw niyo mag-raise ng hand? Okay. So, in the US, alam nga naman Tagalogin mo si John. Kailangan marunong ka mag-English. You need to be fluent in English kasi para mo ma-establish yung magiging yung trust nung patient. Yun yung first thing na parang tinitignan ng mga Amerikano, for example. Okay? Pagkakatiwalaan mo ba kung balot ito yung English niya? Kung hindi ko siya maintindihan. Diba? So, in order for the patient to gain, or in order for you to gain your patient's trust, you have to know how to verbally communicate well in languages kung saan kayo madedestino. Okay? So, kahit yung yes, okay. Kaya pala parang natawa ko. Okay. So, yun nga. For the people who will be assigned to the US, English-speaking countries, yun, it's important that you know how to speak English. And even in non-English-speaking countries, like kahit sa Saudi Arabia, kung hindi kayo marunong mag-Arabo, kailangan nyo mag-English. Diba? So, yun. Kailangan nyo matuto ng international language. And then, we skip this part, cultural awareness. Before you even go to a country, you have to be aware of what to do and what not to do. Mostly what not to do. Actually, pag pupunta ka na ibang bansa, di ba meron tayong, ano yung POEA? Ano yung sabihin ng POEA? Ano yung sabihin? Hindi ko alam. May plano kayo pumunta ng ibang bansa, hindi alam yung POEA. Mga baby pa talaga itong mga to. Philippine Overseas Employment Association. Hindi alam. Okay, so yung POEA, I know, syempre second year pala kayo, di ba? Pero you should know about these things, okay? So before you even get a chance to step out of the country and work, there's a lot of paperwork that you have to do. And that includes yung POEA clearance. Okay? Ang maganda sa POEA is before sila nagbibigay ng clearance, pinapa-attend nila kayo ng seminar. Ang tawag doon, PIDOS. Yun. Pero hindi ko alam kung yung sabihin ng PIDOS. Basta seminar siya, and that includes cultural awareness. Kung nara sa Arab countries kayo, bibigyan kayo ng konting language training and cultural awareness. Mahirap na baka mamaya maputol yung kamay mo. Kasi may hinawakan kayo sa kung hindi sa inyo. By mistake. Diba? Ganun sa Saudi Arabia. Putol kamay. Okay? Next. Yan nga. Cultural awareness. And next is active listening. Later, I will be checking on your active listening skills. Hindi pala later, ngayon na. Now na, para yung mabigyan ng medyas. And I am choosing the three of you. Isa na yung medyas, paano yan natin? Ano na lang? Ano kaya? Paano ba maging creative? May isa ako na ipapass ng message. Tapos, titignan ko kung the other person can actively listen. Sino gusto sumali? I need two. Karen. Karen, ano ba? Ano ba talaga totoo? Ano pangalan mo talaga? Ang totoong anyo. Allen, ano? Sino ba? Karen, Darren, Allen, CJ. Ay, bet ko tong girl na to. Hello, please stand up. Okay. Stand up. Dito tayo sa camera. Okay, to our Shearwater Health TV.
Saan ma'am? Live ba yan?
Contestant number 1.
Hindi, hindi siya live.
Hi! Pamain
Ay,
po.
ganon. Okay, your name is?
Yuri ma'am. Ma'am, Brian dyan. Yuri po.
Yuri. Okay, si Yuri, and then sino kayang pwede niyang mapasa ng
Si Dan
chismis
po ma'am.
test?
Ayun na ma'am. Si Dan ma'am.
Dan. Hello, Dan. Crush ka daw ni Yuri.
Hello.
Kaya kanya gustong
Ma'am, Becky
bulungan.
ka.
Ay, Becky. Becky daw sa...
Kekisor yan ma'am.
Ano na?
Kekisor.
Kekisor. Can you tell me, what is Kekisor?
Tawagin mo kasi.
Gusto ko matuto ng mga ganyan millennial, mga Gen Z ba kayo? Gen Z communication terms. Ano yun? Discuss mo muna, ano ba ang Kekizor?
According to the book, Kekisor. Basta mo pang ano lang yun ma'am. Pang ano ba yun? Parang dialect ng mga ano lang yun ma'am. Mga...
Vekizor.
Yes.
Mga katutubo daw. Okay. So, si Yuri, pag na-perfect nyo ang message, makakakuha kayo ng Shearwater Health.
Kala ko iPhone na.
Ano, drawing na lang na iPhone.
Bahala.
Okay, so, sir, may sasabihin ako sa'yo. Okay. So, ang message ibibigay.
Johnny, yes, Papa. Parang haba naman yan mo. One paragraph. Text na lang kaya ano ba pala?
Ma'am, LSM ba?
ASMR?
LSM.
Ano na naman yung LSM?
Long sweet message. Ang haba.
O sige, hindi ko ulitin kasi nga active listening. Tapos turo ako kayo ng technique para mag-actively listen. Sige, kung ano lang, sige, sabihin mo lang.
May tutuli.
Ulit nga. Single dad. Bakla.
Dito kayo sa harapan ng ating video. Sige lang, oo, kung ano. Sige lang.
Parang ano naman to, ma'am?
Sige.
Plus na, ma'am.
Sige, go. Sige.
Okay na, ma'am.
Okay, kay na. Okay. Sa harapan ng ating
Ma'am, parang mali kami.
Sige lang, okay lang.
Ano? I am 48 years old. Uy, ba't ako yung magsasabi nun?
Ikaw nga, ikaw.
I am 48 years old, single dad. Di ba no, kaya mag-iskandalo ako dito. Lives in Valenzuela with 3 children. Tapos, ano ba? Finding a single mom. Ano ba? Sorry. Ayun lang, ma'am. Tuldok na.
Okay, congratulations. Yes.
Parang hindi mo namin naan.
Okay.
Ay,
Ayaw mo? Okay, congratulations. Thank you very much for participating. Okay, so ang message is, I'm a 48-year-old single dad with 3 children living with a single mom who has 3 children also. We live in Valenzuela City. We went to the barangay hall yesterday. Okay, so ano yung technique? Paano dapat nila na-memorize yun? Very simple. Mag-create sila ng picture. Diba? I-imagine nila yung isang lalaki na the single dad, ganyan, 48 years old, pagising kayo. Okay, ganon. And then, may live-in partner. Ganyan. So, you imagine, create kayo ng picture sa inyong mind. Okay. So, yun ang technique. Okay? Imagination is the technique for you to recall the information that you get from actively listening. Okay? And yes, so those are the effective communication skills. Now, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so when you are talking to the patient, here are points to consider. First, who is your patient? What do you need to find out? And what do you need to share? Okay, and what you need to share is always based on what you need to find out. Okay? So yon. So you have to actively listen first before you conclude something and give an advice. Siyempre yung doktor ang magbibigay ng more advice dyan. Di ba? Next. Okay, so here are points to consider for linguistic skills that you have to take into consideration. First is intelligibility. Naiintindihan ba ng patient? Diba? First, puro jargon ba yung mga sinabi ko? Naiintindihan ba ng patient? Actually, ako inoperahan ako. And then, ito naman about, it's about a doctor. Okay? It's about myoma. Ganyan. Wala naman ako naiintindihan. Nagulat na lang ako, you will undergo hysterectomy o operahan ka. So, dahil hindi ko naiintindihan yung pagkasabi ng doctor, dahil puro siya mga terminology, puro siya mga jargon. O sige na. Yun, sige, nagpa-opera na lang ako. Now, I cannot have kids anymore. Oh, diba? Very sad. Okay? So, ganun, it's very crucial. You have to make sure that the person understands what you are saying. Okay? Next is fluency. Definitely, you have to be fluent. Hindi kayo nag-stutter o talutal or else hindi nyo magigain yung trust knowing ng patient. Diba? And appropriateness. Ang kausap nyo ba ay bata or matanda? Okay? Naiintindihan ba ng matanda yung mga terminologies now? So you have to know who you are talking to. Next, resources of grammar and expression. This is mostly in written communication. Okay, next. Next slide. Yes. So here are phrases to introduce yourself. I will be reading some phrases to introduce yourself. First, good morning. My name is Dr. Joanne Smith. I am your general practitioner. Before we start, can I check your name? Thank you, Mrs. Brown. Now tell me what has brought you to see me today. Okay, those are lines to introduce yourself, especially when you're going to work in the US. Next. Hello, I'm Dr. Joanne Smith. I am one of the surgical doctors. Firstly, can I check how you would prefer to be called? Okay, so it's also important to ask them how they prefer to be called. Thank you, John. I understand you have asked to see me as you have some concerns about your operation. I'm here to answer your questions as best as I can. Next. Phrases to demonstrate an attentive and respectful attitude. Ensure the patient understands your motivation. I can see we have a difference in opinion, but I can assure you I have your best interests at heart. Okay, so this is ensuring the patient. I have your best interests at heart. Those are key phrases. I want to ensure your daughter, so that's a key word, ensure. I want to ensure your daughter gets the best possible treatment, and I am referring her to this hospital. Next. This is about asking permission. For example, syempre, sobrang devastated na ng patient, he or she heard something about her health condition that is very devastating. So you have to make sure that the person is still capable of listening to you despite the bad news. Okay? I can see you're understandably upset, but is it okay if I ask you a few more questions? Many people feel embarrassed about such topics, but it is important I ask some more questions in order for me to help you. Would that be okay? Next, phrases to demonstrate a non-judgmental approach. One key characteristic of a nurse is bawal ang judgmental. Diba? Siyempre, iba-ibang tao yan na may iba-ibang sakit. Okay, so, yan. You should remain professional and avoid showing that you are talking about the patient. Okay? I would strongly advise that you take this medication. It is understandable to think that, however, studies have shown that in fact, I can see that this is a big decision. Why don't I give you a leaflet and you can discuss it with your family? I will make an appointment to discuss this further in the future. Next. Ito, very important skill that you have to show is empathy. Kailangan may pakialam kayo sa pasyente nyo. Okay, again, avoid sounding transactional because this is not a transaction. This is personal care. This is health care. This is something very important to the life of the person. Okay? Therefore, you need to know some empathy phrases. Yun may pakialam ka sa kanila. Diba? May pakialam ka kayo dyan sa dulo na puro guys nag-chit-chat dyan. Secret, sabi. Okay. It sounds like this has been a stressful time for you. It seems to me that this has been a big worry for you. I can see that you appear to be very upset by this. Would you like to talk more about that? I'm sorry to hear that. Ayan, very common yung I'm sorry to hear that. Okay? Maganda rin sabihin na I understand how you feel. Or, kunwari, you've been through that situation. I have been through that situation, so I understand how you feel. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? So, yan ang empathy phrases. And next. Ayan, okay. So, one of the skills, the major skills that you have to have is active listening. Okay? Kasi paano nyo malalaman kung anong dapat nyo gawin kung hindi kayo makikinig. Right? Okay. So, I need you to fully listen to this role play and I will be asking you questions about the role play later. Okay, let's
Here, let me help you get these slippers off. You did a great job on that walk.
She did, Miss Adams. How you feeling?
Well, I'm kind of glad it's over.